Next, I'd like to invite Tejas, Sathe, and they'll be presenting our journey. Tejas, Sathe.
Happy Independence Day, everybody, and good afternoon. My name is Tejas Sathe. I'm a first-generation Indian American. I didn't grow up in India, though I visited there a number of times. I have, however, attended many of these events in the Indian community with my family. And the India that I see at events like this, in the speeches and the songs and the dances, is very different than the India I see with my own eyes. So we have to ask, why does a civilization, once the richest in the world, contain the largest proportion of people living below the poverty line? We have to ask, how can the civilization of the world's oldest university and the world's oldest language have a literacy rate below average? How can it be that the culture that once taught the world what religious acceptance means is today fraught with corruption and fragmentation by religion and caste? Still, there is a reason to be optimistic about India, because despite all of its problems and criticisms, all of its shortcomings and downfalls, one cannot help but get the feeling that there is something special about this place. Because after the rise and fall of so many empires, the destruction and renewal of so many cultures, after countless conquests and invasions, our Indian heritage has persevered. That heritage today empowers over 1 billion people who speak 1,000 dialects and belong to every faith known to mankind, to come together as one nation called India. And today, that nation celebrates its 64th year of independence as the world's largest democracy. Today, that nation is one of the fastest growing in the world, with a burgeoning middle class, a resurgence in educational excellence, enough agriculture to feed its huge population, and the optimism of a promising future. We decided to call our program today Our Journey, because today India is a nation on a journey, a country at a crossroads. We know India's glorious past. We can see India's challenging present. What we decide is India's future. India today struggles to reconcile a golden history with the difficulties of development in a modern era. India has a lot of problems, sure, but they are small blemishes in a shining story of 5,000 years. Our past is the key to our future. Remembering the accomplishments of our culture can help us fix what's wrong with it. And to elaborate on this concept today, we have our star panel of performers: Achyut Nair, Nirmal Krishnan, Ojas Sathe, and Ashwin Rane. And you got to give these guys credit. They have worked so hard. They have written their own speeches, and they're going to be sharing their thoughts with you today. And after them, we will be hearing from our keynote speaker, Sudarshan Sathe, about how our journey continues. Because while the civilization is old, the nation is quite young, and a work in progress. But most importantly, the final participant in this discussion is all of you. Because India's greatest gift is the rich heritage she passes to all of her children, no matter what country they call their home today. Learning about that heritage, educating ourselves and each other about that heritage, and celebrating it, and helping India find it, once again, is our responsibility as members of the Indian community. Being proud of what that culture has given the world is our responsibility as members of the Indian community. That's why we're here today. That's why we hold events like this. So on this auspicious Independence Day, let us celebrate, but also reflect on the lessons of a luminous past that light the way to a glorious future. Thank you.